and welcome or welcome back to Andromeda Skies Tarot. I have another pick a card reading for you today. This is an energy check-in to tap into the energy surrounding your connection to see what's really going on. We'll also be receiving messages from your person to see what they're currently thinking and feeling. I have 3 cards here for you to choose from. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Go ahead and focus on these cards for a few moments and choose the one that you feel most drawn to. When you're ready, you'll be able to find the timestamp for your reading down below in the description. I'll go ahead and give you a moment. If you need a little bit more time, go ahead and pause the video. We're going to get started. Alright, group number 1, this is going to be your reading. And we have the moon. Now, the moon is all about fear and illusion and things not being quite what they seem. So whatever's going on between you and your person, there's a lot that lies beneath the surface, and a lot of that is emotional energy or emotions being hidden from view. Now, the thing about the moon is that it illuminates. So things that may be hidden right now will be illuminated eventually, okay? Things will come to light. I feel that someone may need to fight their fears in order to express their feelings. Please clarify this reading for group number 1. What is the person currently thinking and feeling? What is going on in their situation? What does group number 1 need to know? Okay, so starting off with the 9 of Wands. Someone's very guarded here. We have the King of Cups. So Piscean energy coming through very strongly. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have Justice, that's Libra's energy. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Very strong water energy coming through. We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, and we have the 9 of Pentacles, okay. So I'm seeing someone who may be putting on a brave face, but they are very, very broken inside. Okay, we have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is dubbed the Wounded Warrior. When this card comes out in a reading for me, it's letting me know that someone here has had a very difficult life. Okay, they've had to overcome a lot of trials, and it's caused them to become very guarded and protective over themselves and their heart. And you see this energy here of this wounded individual with a wall of wands to protect themselves and to block other people out. So someone could be very intuitive and very introverted is what I'm saying here. We got lots of water energy. And because this person can read people really well, it causes them to push people away, because a lot of times they can pick up on ulterior motives in other people. And also I feel like this person may have been abused, maybe in their childhood, or bullied really badly growing up. And it's just caused them to be very wary of people and, you know, not really trusting people because they've been hurt so many times. Okay, so for some of you, this could be your energy coming through. And for others of you, it could represent your person. Maybe both of you have had a very difficult life and maybe you connect in that way because of that. We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse position, and the 5 of Cups can represent depression, someone in a state of mourning, grief and regret, someone who's feeling very remorseful, but not really expressing it. Okay, so I'm seeing someone who is bottling up all of this very difficult energy and they're not sharing it with people around them. In fact, I'm seeing someone who may try to put on a brave face and pretend like they're just fine and dandy. The Nine of Pentacles is a very independent individual. This is dubbed the single person card. And this can represent someone who is like, hey, you know what? I'm fine on my own. And this person may have, developed this mentality like, I don't need anyone. I don't need a single person in this life. I'm fine by myself. So I'm seeing this energy of someone who is in that mindset, and it may cause them to push other people away, especially because they feel like, anyone who comes into their life is only doing so to hurt them. Okay, so if your person is pushing you away, it could be because they've just had so many really negative experiences in their life. And for some of you, this could be your energy. Maybe you're pushing your person away. Okay, and it could be perhaps your person was one of those people who hurt you. But we have so much loving energy here in this connection. We have counterparts, the King and Queen of Cups, but we have the Queen pulling away. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Either you or your person could be embodying this energy or this energy here. I'm seeing someone who is wanting to give their love freely to the other person, but there is one person who is pulling away emotionally. Okay, or, hiding their feelings from the other person. We have Justice, and Justice is all about fairness, and it can represent making a decision. So I'm seeing someone here who may feel that there's a difficult decision to be made, with this card being in the challenge position. This can also represent karma being dished out. So if one person really wronged the other person, it can represent the other person kind of, lying in the bed that they've made for themselves, so to speak. But I'm also seeing an energy of someone who's wanting to come in with fairness and be fair to someone who may have experienced a lot of unfairness in their life. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse position. And the King of Pentacles is an energy that is very slow and steady. So with it being in the reverse position, it can represent a period of stagnant energy where we feel like things are kind of stuck in the mud, where nobody is talking to the other to each other. We're not telling each other how we feel. So things feel really stuck and stagnant. But this is an energy of someone who is coming forward to give something solid to the other person. There could be fears of commitment with this card being in the reverse. It can represent someone who's afraid to invest in another person because they've been hurt so many times in their life that they're afraid to make this kind of investment because they feel like the other person will just use and abuse them. That's that sort of thing. Another energy with this card being in the reverse can represent someone who wants to move very, very slowly. Okay, get to know the other person on a very deep level before they can open up and trust them and give them their very sensitive and fragile heart. We have the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is an energy of cooperation and working together towards a common goal. This card can sometimes represent work. I am seeing someone who may possibly be very focused on their responsibilities. For some of you, this can actually represent a relationship that developed at work or, at school or something like that. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse position, and the Seven of Swords can represent us kind of sneaking around. All right, so with the Moon and the Seven of Swords, it can represent elements of your relationship with this person being very secretive. The two of you may be having very deep emotions for each other, but not sharing them. Okay, and it's kind of something that you can just feel, but no one's actually telling each other how they feel, that sort of thing. Or for some of you, maybe you've been in a relationship, but you felt like you were kind of sneaking around with this person. I feel like that's a very specific message for some of you. But with this card being in the reverse position, I'm seeing someone who is wanting to not only be fair to you, they're not wanting to play silly games with you, okay? They're wanting to be someone who you can trust. All right, I feel that someone in this relationship here may have had many people cheat on them in the past, and it causes them to be very distrusting of other people. But I'm seeing that with this card being in the reverse position, I'm seeing someone who's wanting to make up for that kind of energy, especially if there was ever a period of time where if your person was maybe dishonest, if there was any kind of third-party interference or anything like that. I'm seeing a very strong energy of this person wanting to make up for it, okay? We have Judgment in the reverse position, and Judgment is an energy that can sometimes represent fear of judgment of other people. So there could be other people around you. Maybe your person is concerned, or maybe you're concerned about what other people will think. I feel with this card being in the reverse position, we're kind of eventually dismissing that energy, like who cares what they think, go screw yourself sort of thing. This card is also an energy that represents heeding the call, and it can represent receiving messages from angels, okay? And you can see that here with this big, beautiful angel in the sky, and they're trumpeting down below. So with it being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who's seeing signs and synchronicities, but they're ignoring them, okay? And I feel like it's getting difficult to ignore them. It could be seeing your name everywhere, just seeing things everywhere that make them think of you. People bringing up you in conversations left and right, just they feel like they can't escape you, that sort of thing. Okay, just lots of signs and synchronicities, and they're kind of batting them away, trying their best to ignore them, with this card being in the reverse. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the outcome position. So I'm seeing someone who is very much pretending to be fine without the other person, very much hiding their emotions and how they really feel. The deep remorse, regret, the loss, feeling of loss, missing the other person, and also hiding depression. For many of you, I feel that someone here could feel very depressed, be in a very low vibrational state, and they're trying their best to hide that, and they're kind of putting on a brave face. So that's what I'm seeing for many of you, that your person may be kind of walking around like, oh, I'm just fine and dandy, when deep inside this person's very broken. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Sign the Heart love oracle. If you'd like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. We have, will you give me a second chance? Now, judgment can also represent second chances. So with the card being in the reverse position, in the hopes and fears position, I'm seeing that there's a lot of fear about whether or not they would be granted a second chance. We have, I didn't mean what I said. So someone here in this connection feeling that maybe they said something in the heat of the moment that they now deeply regret, feeling that maybe they hurt the other person's feelings. So your person might have said something to you that, cut deep, especially because I feel like you have a very sensitive heart. So knowing that, that they hurt you. Or it could be, if your person said that they didn't want you, they didn't need you, or anything like that, because I am saying that someone is hiding the fact that they miss you or feel like this separation between the two of you, that they didn't mean that, Like, wait, let's take that back. And then we have, I dream of you. Okay, so your person having dreams of you. Some of you could be having dreams of your person as well. That energy is coming out with the moon. And we have, there is something I am hiding from you. Now the moon can also represent things that are hidden from view. So again, they're very strong energy as someone who's concealing their feelings and trying to pretend like everything's fine and dandy. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original love oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. We have secrets and deception. So this energy right here coming out quite strongly. There could also be someone here who feels that maybe they were dishonest. The Seven of Swords can represent dishonesty and sneaking around. With it being in the reverse position, I'm seeing someone who's wanting to be open and honest with you and make up for that. Okay, feeling like that was a really big mistake. But very strong energy of someone who's kind of like hiding their feelings. Like it's a secret, or like your connection with this person could be a secret. And we have reminiscing. So your person's spending a lot of time thinking about you. Okay, and for some of you, it could be about some kind of argument that the two of you had. Maybe something that your person said to you that they're like thinking it's like replaying over and over and over again in their head. Then we have, I need time. Okay, so I feel like this emotional distance is temporary and that your person will eventually open up to you. Like I said, I feel like this person might want to move very, very slowly. And we have, you are the person of my dreams. I dream of you. We have the moon here. Your person is having dreams of you, 100%. I feel like on a nightly basis. And then we have, there was someone interfering in our relationship. So someone's sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. There could have been third-party interference. Now, it doesn't have to be of an intimate nature. There could be a toxic friend or family member, someone who is sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, making things difficult for you and your person. Okay. All right, group number 1, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that. And I will see you next time. All right, group number 2, this is going to be your reading. And we have the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is a very fast-moving energy, so I'm seeing things are about to pick up the pace in your connection with your person. But this card also represents distance and travel. So some of you could live at a distance from your person, or some of you could be thinking about traveling here in the near future. But for many of you, I'm seeing incoming communication, very fast incoming communication, so a phone call or a text message. Please clarify this reading for group number 2. What is our person currently thinking and feeling? And we have the Sun here, very positive energy. What is going on in their situation? What does group number 2 need to know? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Devil. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. We have the Six of Swords, crossing the reading. Death in the reverse. We have the Three of Swords. Ace of Wands. The Moon in the reverse. We have the Fool and the Hermit. Okay. So, I'm seeing here with the Devil in the past position that there could have been some toxicity that existed between you and your person, but also a lot of desire. This card can represent a very intense bond that you share with someone where there's a lot of chemistry and a lot of desire. And sometimes because it's so intense, it can lead to some toxic tendencies like jealousy and possessiveness. So I'm seeing that your person could feel very possessive over you with this energy coming out. We have the Wheel of Fortune crowning your reading, and this can represent repetitive cycles when it's in the reverse like this. So some of you could be experiencing a back and forth between you and your person, especially because I have the Hermit here, and the Hermit can represent someone who can go into isolation. They become very quiet. So for some of you, you may have periods of silence between you and this person where someone goes into hiding for a period of time. But I feel like someone is about to break that silence with the Eight of Wands here. Okay, wanting to talk to you about something. We have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is an energy of moving on. This is us leaving, chaos and troublesome times behind and moving into a more harmonious future. I oftentimes get this card coming out in a reading to represent someone who's just wanting to move on from a situation, but we have that in the challenge position. So it's almost as if you receive it in the reverse. So I'm seeing for many of you, this person may try to stop you from leaving. Maybe they feel that you're drifting away or you're letting go. And I'm seeing that this person is wanting to stop that from happening, especially because we have death here in the reverse. And death is representing endings, change, bringing in new beginnings. With it being in the reverse position, this can represent a resurrection, so to speak. So your person wanting to undo an ending that has taken place and also really struggling with recent change. We have Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, and Pisces coming through in this reading. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse position, and the Six of Wands is an energy of social recognition, being praised for a job well done. With the card being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who feels ignored and unappreciated. Okay, so you know, the energies that I'm getting here, especially with the Hermit coming out, I feel that someone might have detached from the connection, maybe even blocked the other person and has been ignoring the other person, because we have very strong energies here that represent someone who feels like they have been unappreciated and completely ignored by the other person. Okay, I'm also saying with the Six of Wands in the reverse, it can represent someone who feels like they've lost a battle and feeling kind of defeated, okay, because the Six of Wands can represent victory and accomplishment. We have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is an energy of heartbreak. So there's a lot of emotional wounding here, and I feel like it's on both sides, where one person is feeling heartbroken by the other person, and the other person is missing the other person, whether they're expressing that or not. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a brand new passionate beginning. This is letting me know that your person still is very physically drawn towards you, and they're feeling this pull towards you. They're feeling pulled back, okay? And I feel like this could be a feeling that is mutual among both of you, because we have this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position where we're repeating a cycle, so that it can feel like we're kind of magnets and we're getting pulled back to each other after, you know, and we're just redoing the cycle that we have already gone through. Okay, it's like you can't escape each other. That feeling where you keep getting pulled back to one another. We have the Moon in the reverse, and the Moon is an energy of illusion, secrets, and it can represent things hidden from view. I feel that something that may have been hidden is coming to light, and also this is overcoming some kind of fear. Okay, when the Moon is in the reverse like this, it can represent taking off rose-colored glasses and seeing things for how they truly are. Like the illusion of the situation is clearing and you're really seeing the person for who they really are. And I feel like this connection for many of you may have started off very physical, where there was a very intense physical draw towards one another. And I feel like that part of the connection is kind of fading away. And now you're seeing deeper into each other, and seeing like past just the physical element of it. All right, so I'm saying fear needs to be overcome here. It could be a fear of rejection or a fear of the other person not sharing the same feelings and that sort of thing. It could have been holding this person back from communicating with you for a period of time, but I do see them overcoming that fear. We have the Fool, and the Fool is all about embarking on a new journey and taking a leap of faith. Okay, trusting in the universe that everything's going to turn out okay. This is a big trust card for me, so when it does appear in a reading, it's usually letting me know that trust may have been broken at some point, and this can represent someone who's really wanting to regain the other person's trust and wanting them to lean on them. This is like trust fall, okay? And, you know, upon saying that, for some of you, there's a song, Trust Fall by Pink, and you may find a message there. Okay, but I'm seeing that this person is wanting you to take a risk with them in regards to this connection and take this leap of faith. And we have this in the hopes and fears position. So I'm seeing that this person is very hopeful that things will turn out for the best. And we have the Hermit. So in the time being, I'm seeing someone who is kind of going on a soul's quest here. This card can represent going on a spiritual journey of some kind, seeking spiritual enlightenment. So for some of you, this could be a very spiritual connection that really opens the door to things that maybe we never really considered before. There could be one person here who's very spiritual and the other person who may be a little bit skeptic, so to speak. And I'm seeing that this connection may lead this person down a path of spirituality that really wakes them up. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky's Silent Heart Love Oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. Oh. We have passion and desire. So yeah, I feel like this person, even if they try to move on from the connection, I feel like they keep coming back to you. Like there's something about you that they just can't shake, okay? The chemistry between you, between the two of you is just so intense. We have I wish you were here with me. So I was getting that energy of someone really missing the other person, and we have that energy coming out right here. I wish I could give you more. So this can represent someone who's wanting another opportunity to give more in the connection, feeling like they didn't put their all the first go around. And we have water under the bridge. So sometimes this card does give me a little bit of a wishful thinking energy where there's someone here who is hoping that they can kind of just sweep things under the rug. Like, hey, let's just pretend that didn't happen and get over it. And what's funny is that this card here really represents this energy where we're moving on from something. Okay, we want to move on from whatever happened here in the past and move into a more harmonious future. With this card being in the challenge position, however, I feel like that might not be so easy because we have a lot of emotional wounding. Okay, I feel like an I'm sorry it's not going to cut it here. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original love oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. And we have I'm intimidated by you. Now, a lot of times I get this card coming out to represent someone who may feel like the other person is out of their league in some way. But with this energy that I'm getting here, I am feeling that someone may be afraid to face the other person because there's a lot of shame. And then we have twin flame. Okay, so the energies here can definitely represent an intense connection, like a twin flame connection. And it's very common for there to be periods of silence and separation between twin flames because we kind of go off on our own little journeys for a little bit to, go on our spiritual journey to awaken a bit more before we come back around and reunite with our twin. So I feel that for many of you, you're going through that situation right now. You may be going through your twin flame separation. And then we have there is so much I want to tell you. And we open the reading here with the Eight of Wands, which can represent some fast incoming communication. So I am saying that this person is definitely wanting to talk to you about something. And then we have I feel empty without you. So here's more energy representing this person missing you. I find you incredibly attractive. We definitely see that energy here with the Ace of Wands and the Devil energy where your person they're really feeling that passionate energy towards you. And then we have I love you. So I feel like this is something that your person is wanting to tell you. When they do reach out to you, that might be one of the first things that they tell you is that they do, in fact, love and miss you. All right, group number 2. These are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that. And I will see you next time. All right, group number 3, this is going to be your reading. And we have the Devil. Now this card has been coming out for me quite a bit lately, and it represents a very intense connection that you share with someone that almost feels inescapable. And you can see this energy being represented by these two people being bound to one another by these chains. So you feel really stuck on this person, they feel stuck on you, where the two can't forget about each other. We're constantly thinking about one another. And there's also this very strong physical element where you desire each other very intensely. There's so much passion and chemistry between the two of you. And I'm seeing that your person may be, spending a lot of time fantasizing about you in that way, wanting you in that way. And because it's so intense, it can lead to some unhealthy emotions and behaviors like jealousy and possessiveness. I'm seeing that this person wants you to themselves, and they would very much hate it if you were with anybody else. And you may feel the same way about this person. And I'm seeing that they may be thinking about you obsessively. Please clarify this reading for group number 3. What is a person currently thinking and feeling? What is going on in their situation? What does group number 3 need to know? So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Fool in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. We have the Emperor, that's Aries energy. We have Capricorn's energy here. The Moon, Pisces energy. King of Swords, that's air energy. We have the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, not surprised. The Magician, and the Six of Cups. Very cute energy to end here. So I'm seeing someone who feels like this connection was meant to be. With the Six of Cups, this is reconciliation, and it's also dubbed the soulmate card. So your person feeling this draw towards you like it was meant to be, that you're a soulmate. Now, the Six of Cups can represent an apology coming through. So someone may feel like they need to apologize to the other person with this energy. But overall, this is an energy of wanting to make things right and wanting to be on good terms with you. This card can represent past life energy. So some of you could have had a relationship in a past life, or it can represent the fact that this person is from your past and is now returning to your life. We have the Page of Pentacles, and this represents someone coming forward with a small token of appreciation. So I'm seeing your person wanting to reach out to you and give you a gift of some kind. They may get you like a present, like if you have a birthday or something coming up or some kind of celebration, they may want to give you a present, or this can represent your person wanting to treat you out, maybe take you out to eat or something like that. I'm just seeing them wanting to do something nice for you to show you that they care. We have the Fool in the reverse, and the Fool is a very big trust card for me. So with it being in the reverse position in the past, I'm seeing that someone has serious trust issues, could be from past relationships where now they're very distrusting and they're, very apprehensive moving into new connections. And that energy here can also be represented with the Devil, because it can represent toxic tendencies. So someone could have really big trust issues because maybe they had toxic relationships in the past where someone maybe abused them or didn't treat them right. And so now they have a hard time, trusting new people in their life. Or for some of you, it could have been something that happened in this connection with your person where now maybe you don't trust this person anymore. Now they have to kind of win back your trust, and that could be why we have this energy of reconciliation coming out in our outcome position. We have the Emperor. Now the Emperor is someone who acts on their desires. This is someone who leads by example. This is someone who's very responsible. It can oftentimes represent someone who is in some kind of leadership position. With it being in the challenge position, I'm seeing someone who is kind of holding back a bit, especially because we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Normally this person would take the lead and not follow, but I'm seeing that this person is waiting to see what happens next, and they're kind of fighting their internal urges, trying to, for some of you, it could have to do with this person trying to be responsible by not giving into these urges. Okay, but I feel with this being in the challenge position, they may be giving in, okay, wanting to follow these desires that they feel, okay? This can also represent someone with an entrepreneurial spirit as well. We have the Moon, and the Moon is an energy of fear and illusion, things not being what they seem. It can represent things that are hidden from view as well. So there could be aspects of your connection that is very private at this time. I feel that for many of you, your person is hiding their emotions. Both of you may be hiding each other's emotions. Maybe some of you haven't even told the other person how you feel, but it's just something that you can feel. It's like an undertone where you can feel each other's energy and you just know, but neither of you have expressed that to one another. Okay, and so there could be a lot of fear about and questions of whether or not the person is reciprocating that energy, but I'm definitely feeling that, yes, the two of you both feel this energy where it's just very, very intense. There's a lot of chemistry and it's palpable, okay? But with this card being here in our near future position, I'm seeing that there is a need to overcome this fear, to express these feelings, okay? So it may take some time to overcome this energy and come out into the open, so to speak. The Moon is a luminary, so it illuminates things. So I feel that eventually things in your connection will come to light. We have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords can sometimes come off very cold and lacking emotion, and so can the Emperor, okay? And if you look here, we have the Emperor, and they're in armor, okay? So this is someone who is very protective over themselves, and we have the King of Swords who's ready to protect themselves again. So I feel like this person may have a very cold exterior for the time being, but they're kind of like putting on a front because they don't want you to know how they truly feel. Now, the King of Swords is also someone who you go to for advice about things. So with this card coming out in the reading, it can represent your person kind of asking someone else, or could be a trusted advisor, a trusted friend of theirs, that they could be, letting them know how they feel about the situation here and trying to get their advice on what to do. But this is someone who is a thinker, okay? So I feel like your person is sitting with their feelings and they're trying to remain logical and not let this intense energy here sweep them away. We have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is an energy that can represent distance and travel. So some of you could live at a distance from your person with this energy, but this is also an energy of communication. So I'm saying that your person is definitely wanting to communicate things with you, but I feel like they're waiting for the right moment to do so. We have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is an energy of someone who comes into your life. They sweep you off your feet. It's a very exciting energy, and it's very passionate. These two cards go very well together because it's representing that physical desire and intensity. Okay, so I'm seeing this deep desire in your person wanting to just come and sweep you off and just give into these feelings that they have been feeling and just, enjoy you, especially like the physical element between the two of you. Now, with the Magician, this can represent your person feeling that they have manifested you, that you have been what they have been looking for a very long time, and now you have come into their life. This is something that they have dreamed about, especially with the moon here. This can represent dreams as well, so you and your person could be having dreams about each other, especially of the spicy variety. But I'm seeing like this energy of a wish come true, where your person has been trying to manifest someone like you, and now they have you in their life and they're like, oh my goodness, what do I do? Okay. I feel like there's a very strong energy of your person feeling like they're afraid that they're going to mess things up, and so they're trying to be very logical about the situation. And I'm also seeing responsibility as being an issue, because the Emperor is someone who is very responsible. They have a lot on their shoulders, okay, and they usually are in charge of other people in some way, and so this can represent like a fatherly energy or parental energy. So maybe they have family, or they could have a business, or they could have just a very heavy workload or something. There's something about their responsibilities that I feel is holding this person back in some way. Okay. So take that as that resonates for your situation. But ultimately, here we are with the Six of Cups, your person feeling like this connection was supposed to happen, that you were meant to come into their life, that you were something that they literally dreamed into existence. And I'm seeing that this person is very much intent on making things right with you. So if something went awry in the past here, I'm seeing this person making the effort to show you that they care, to show you that there's someone that you can trust and that you can depend on. Even if maybe they slipped up and made a mistake in the past, I'm seeing that they may try to make up for that. Okay, so you could end up getting some kind of gift, or your person may want to do a favor for you or something nice for you because they want to show you that they care. Okay, I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Silent Heart Love Oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. Okay, we have you inspire me in so many ways. So this represents your person looking up to you and admiring you. We have there is something I am hiding from you. So we do have the moon here. So I feel that for many of you, it's emotions that we're hiding from each other. Not just your person hiding from you, but I feel that for many of you, you could be hiding your feelings from your person as well. And we have spiritual awakening. So there's a spiritual element with this connection here. It could be a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection, because we do have the Six of Cups. Someone could actually be looking up twin flames. Maybe they have never heard of it, but suddenly it starts popping up on their feed and they're just like, this kind of sounds a lot like what I'm experiencing. So they start looking into it more. We have, will you give me a second chance? So wanting a second chance with you. It could be because this person feels like maybe they messed up the first time around, or maybe they made a mistake early on, and they're wanting to make up for that. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original Love Oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. I want to work things out. Definitely, we definitely see that energy, especially because we have this in the outcome position where your person is intent on making things right with you. And then we have, I don't know what I want. So there could have been a period of time where your person was indecisive and maybe had one foot in the door and one foot out. For some of you, that could have been the big mistake that they made early on. But we have the King of Swords here, which is a very decisive energy. So I feel like your person has made up their mind. And then we have, you make me want to be blah, you make me want to be a better person. So your person wanting to work on themselves, be the best version of themselves for you. And then we have, this was just a fling. So for some of you, there could have been a moment where your person was thinking that this connection was just temporary. And sometimes that can be represented by the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands can be an in and out energy sometimes. So maybe your person was just feeling this intensity between the two of you, this chemistry and passion, and thinking like, hey, this is just temporary. But I'm seeing that your person became hooked on you. Sometimes this card here can represent addiction. So I feel that your person may feel kind of addicted towards you, feeling that, you know, they can't let you go. They can't stop thinking about you, that you're more of a permanent fixture in their life. So there could have been a period of time where maybe your person was making you feel like this connection was just temporary. But with the Six of Cups being in the outcome position, I'm seeing that this person had that feeling has definitely changed. Okay, so there could have been a moment where maybe your person was indecisive because maybe they didn't think that things would become permanent between the two of you. But I'm seeing that things have done a complete 180 here, and your person is definitely seeing that things could be lasting with you, because they're seeing you as someone who is potentially a soulmate or a twin flame connection. Alright, group number 3, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that, and I will see you next time.